to think that love's not around. Still it's uncomfortably near. My old heart ain't gaining no ground because my angel eyes ain't here. Angel eyes that old devil sent, they glow unbearably bright. Need I say that my love's been misspent on angel eyes tonight? So drink up, all you people. Order anything you see. Have fun, you happy people. The drink and the laughs on me. Pardon me, but I gotta run. The facts uncommonly clear. I gotta find who's now number one, and why my angel eyes ain't here. This is Alex Frank on the bass, everybody. Thank you. We meet and it begins. The sound of violins, the song of birds high on the wing. You taught my heart to sing. Why does this heart of mine feel like a valentine? You smiled and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing. My heart was an empty shell. Then you came along. Now my heart's a carousel filled with song. Oh, the miracle of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll keep remembering, because you taught my heart to sing. The miracle of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll keep remembering. You taught my heart to sing.
Time to get yourself all dressed. Time to get your shiny dance shoes on, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jax. All the kids are coming down just to dig the swinging sound. You can hear the band from miles away, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jax. Here's a little well-known secret, sure as there's the sky above.
Nothing could be any sweeter
than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jax.
Surrounds me, you remind me, and I open up my eyes. When financial troubles loom, spawning clouds of gloom that overshadow our romantic night out. When I forget that life is moments, not money, you remind me what it's all about. Remind me life is filled with wonder, not just long lists of things to do. Help me remember how the world looks to a child. Help me enjoy my time with you. And when my little plans today somehow go astray, and anger's trying just to fill me with doubt. When I forget that love makes life worth living, take my hand and soon the anger fizzles out. You remind me what it's all about. Da, 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 Remind me life is filled with wonder, not just long lists of things to do. Help me remember how the world looks to a child. Help me enjoy my time with you. And when my little plans today somehow go astray, and anger's trying just to fill me with doubt, when I forget that love makes life worth living, take my hand and soon the anger fizzles out. You remind me what it's all about. So before we go any further, let me make sure you know who you're listening to, because I'm honored and thrilled to have these two gentlemen willing to come out and play my tunes, and they bring so much chemistry and excitement to it. Tom Zink at the piano. And at the bass, the inimitable. That just means he can't be imitated, for better or for worse. But that's Luther Hughes at the bass. That last tune is off my second CD, the Texting and Driving CD, and but we're gonna jump to a tune off of the. I only have two, so when I say back to my first CD, it's really just like a switch back and forth. But anyway, this is a tune that that is on the I Just Want to Get Paid CD, and another one that I sort of somehow got away from singing, but I think it's a lot of fun. And this is a tune called She Loves Me, and it's not the one that Buddy Greco used to sing. Although I'd love it if he had covered this tune, because I might have made some money off of it, but it's it, so it goes. Right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She loves me. Now all of you other guys are through. She says she's in love with me, not you. Well, what can you do? Just go knock on some other door. Because she loves me. Now nothing else matters in the least. My hunger for life has just increased. 'Cause I'm the beast. She wants to be the beauty form, like a child. I was scared and I wondered if I was headed for the shelf. But then she smiled. There was lightning and thunder, and I had to pinch myself, because she told me that she loves me. Now nothing can ever go awry. My hunger gonna die. I'll tell you why. I love her and she loves me. Yes, she does. Like a child, I was scared and I wondered if I was headed for the shelf. But then she smiled. There was lightning and thunder, and I had to pinch myself because she told me that she loves me. Now nothing can ever go awry. I'm happy until the day I die. I'll tell you why. I love her. You know that I love her. I love her. And you know she loves me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is that good when you do that? Oh yeah, there was also the Beatles tune, right? That was She Loves Me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can't copyright titles, right? I should put out a whole album that has only songs that are originals but have super common, titles. All Cole Porter titles with new songs. How about that? Yeah. Just to get the streaming, the views. Anyway, we're thrilled to be here and so glad to be brought back in for Campus JAX. It's such a great space, and what a nice way to spend a summer evening. I don't know how it was for you guys, but up in South Pass where I was, it was relatively cool until about the 2nd of July. And then all of a sudden it was summer. We're going to do a tune that is off of the Texting and Driving CD, and this is a nice painting of a picture, attempt to paint a nice picture, and it's called This Summer Night. I hope you like it. And I've got to make sure not to do it too fast. Yeah, you got to sing a little bit of it. All right, here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 1. Cool beams of blue from the moon are inching across the floor, and on the whispering breeze a flood of precious memories. Pine-scented air fills the room we always share, but this summer night I'm just dreaming of you. That distant chord from a train is haunting just like before, and with the whistling leaves out the open window, savoring wine as sensations intertwine. On this summer night, can I just taste the rapture one more time? Wondrous Julys, we romanced here and swore that we'd return forever one more year. July has come, but now I sit here alone, and this summer night I'm just sad and dreaming. And so the last sip of wine nudges me off to bed as the birds outside prepare to greet the sunrise. Absent your kiss, I can only reminisce, but deep inside I just felt you somehow close to me for one more summer night. Summer night. Tom Zink. And so the last sip of wine nudges me off to bed as the birds outside prepare to greet the sunrise. Absent your kiss, I can only reminisce, yet deep inside I just felt you somehow. Looking for one last summer night. Summer Luther Hughes at the bass and Tom Zink at the piano. I just sent them an email yesterday and said, hey, you know, there's this tune this summer night that I want to do tomorrow. And it's not like we spent all this time rehearsing, but boy, what a beautiful rendition that was. Thank you so much. Well, some of you may know that I do like to write songs that have a little bit of humor in them. And I don't mean to abandon all the humorous songs. And whenever I'm in Orange County, I always have to do this one. And actually, there's a special reason to do this one tonight because there's somebody in the house who was there at this tune's birth. But in any case, this song was born at the venerable and very fancy Balboa Bay Club, which many of you may know about. Yeah, sir. And I was playing there one night in Duke's Lounge and happened to hear two gentlemen talking right in front of the band. And the one was, he was lamenting about how much he was having to spend on repairs to his yacht. And if I recall correctly, Tom Kubis, who was the saxophone player on the band and is sitting right down there, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Kubis, an Orange County, Los Angeles, California, United States treasure, Tom Kubis. He turned to me and he said, wow, these people don't know what the blues are at all. And I said, I thought about Joe Williams, Every Day I Have the Blues, and I said, well, maybe they just get the blues every other day. And so then, on the way home from that gig, I started piecing this together. And so anyway, here's Every Other Day I Have the Blues, dedicated to Tom Kubis, who's sitting right there. If I'd known you were going to be here, Tom, I would have told you to bring your horn and come up and play some angst-ridden E-flat blues. Is your horn in the car? Okay. All right. Yeah. It's under the car. In any case, so we're going to let Tom Zink handle the opening choruses of angst-ridden E-flat blues. But here's Every Other Day I Have the Blues. Money, more than you will ever see, but that don't mean I ain't got troubles always following me. You know it's hard to get by when you've got so much to lose. Yeah. I ain't crying every day, but every other day I have the blues. One day I heard Joe Williams singing how he's always feeling blue. I pulled my Porsche off the road and shouted, brother, I'm with you. Although we live very different lives, you know we've all got to pay our dues. Indeed we do. I ain't down as much as Joe was, but every other day I have the blues. Let me tell you about this. Found out my butler's asking for a raise, and Wednesday I got drunk and broke $1,000 vase. My chef was sick on Friday and he never did appear. I had to cook for myself, and that's the second time this year. You see, my life is no pleasure cruise, 'cause every other day I got the blues. Yeah. Well, on Sunday I played poker and I lost a couple grand. And Tuesday I played tennis, got a blister on my hand. I play the horses Thursdays and I always lose my share. But like Joe Williams said, nobody ever seems to care. You wouldn't want to walk a mile in my shoes, no, 'cause every other day I got the blues. Oh, that me, body, be, body, body. Yes, every other day I truly have the blues. Some days I get so annoyed, I just have to hang my head and cry. Take, for example, the day the freight elevator in my mansion was out of order. Well, my afternoon nap was completely ruined by the sound of the servants clattering up and down the stairs. Then there was the day I accidentally left my Ferrari parked across the property at the stables. Well, by the time the valet could bring it back to me, I'm running behind. I get down to the athletic club for lunch, and the maitre d' has given away my favorite table. Then today I hear from my pilot. He says my jet can't fly this weekend because it needs engine maintenance. Well, there goes my trip to Banff. I know, I could fly first class on American or something, but I tell you what, I cannot stand flying on those commercial airlines. No. Now, what would Joe say I should do about feeling blue half the time? Guess I could pack my suitcase up and just move halfway down the line. But then I'd miss my giant house with its panoramic view. Oh, I guess I'll always wonder why 3 days a week I've got to cry. But I'll just let my life roll by, and every other day I'll have the blues. Yes, it's time to let those teardrops fly, 'cause every other day I got the blues. Tom Zink, Angst-Ridden Blues. Luther Hughes, Angst-Ridden Blues. Yeah. Phew. All right. Thank you so much. What a great time. And again, thanks to all of you who are out there that we can't see, who are watching us around the world. I'm excited to think that there might be somebody in some far-flung region. Well, it doesn't feel far-flung to you, does it? It's where you are. But in any case, we're glad to have people tuning in from all over the place, and it's a thrill. Be sure to check out my tunes and everything on YouTube, and you can go to my website, which is davidtull.com, DAVID tull.com, and if you come to LA, come and see me live. All right, we're gonna do a song that I wrote. Let's see. Let me make sure I've got the right one. Yes, I do. This is a song that I wrote because, and it goes with this evening's slightly more sultry tone. But my son, who's now 23, I know, Tom, can you believe it? But in any case, when my son was like 5, and we had finally moved him down the hall to a room of his own, and but he would appear in the middle of the night if he had a nightmare or something like that, and his way of doing it was not to come and shove your shoulder and wake you up. You would just kind of wake up, and you'd be aware that there was something to your left. And then you'd look, and there would be this little face with big wide eyes just staring at you. It's like he didn't want to wake you up, but he wanted you, And so then you'd calm him down and get him back. And so this tune is all about that. And it's about both my son and my daughter, who each had their own version of that. And it's called I Will Sing to You. And I'm drinking some water first, while the plane goes over. Waking, I see your tiny moonlit face, and floppy-eared Bunny came down the hall too. You're shaking, well, climb into my embrace, and I will sing to you. When you dream, if black and rainy clouds a soft song, evaporate the storm. No need to cry, rest your head by my heart. Let this lullaby gently lead you to slumber, back to slumber, and the melody will be your guide into a brighter day. Take my hand, let's go tuck you in, and I will sing to you. Just close your eyes, gently drift away while I sing to you. Yeah, Tom. Take my hand. Let's go tuck you in, and I will sing to you. Just close your eyes, gently drift away while I sing to you. And soon you'll find a brand new sunny day, a song to cling to. I will sing to you. To you. All right, let's get you tucked in. Now, what do you want to hear? Again? Again? Okay. Close your eyes. In a peaceful green forest, there once lived a girl and her best friend, a floppy-eared bunny. All day they would play in their own little world. Long afternoons, tearful and sunny. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's hard to imagine doing that now that my son is 2 inches taller than me. But it really was the way it was back then. You treasure those times. All right. We're gonna do a straight up sad song. The last song was not a sad song. That was a thoughtful, happy sort of song. But one of the things, I really love writing ballads, and I hardly ever sing my own ballads on gigs because I'm always doing other ballads that I really like. But this is one that I think is kind of in the classic old American songbook style. So if you know any famous singers who'd like to sing it, please pass this along to them. It's too late for Frank Sinatra, so there we go. But anyway, here's a tune called I'm So Confused. And Tom, on the intro, you can either just play over those changes, or if you want to grab some of that written stuff, whatever you want to do. Or if you just feel like grabbing a bold fugue, just grab that. Okay. Who's the chorus? Okay. 4 beats. 1, 2. We've always been a perfect pair, but now you turn away from me. Please tell me what's become of our love. I'm so confused. Like raindrops falling from the blue, or a sunset in the eastern sky. Your change of heart makes no sense at all. I'm so confused. I thought our love was forever. I must have been deep in denial, for now I'm in that nightmare where everything goes wrong, but I'm not sleeping. How can you say it's much too late when this is all brand new to me? I tried, but I just can't understand. I'm so confused. How can a love bright as sunshine suddenly turn icy gray? From soaring over cloud tops, climbing higher every day, to falling. How can you say it's much too late? Dear, this is all brand new to me. I just can't understand. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Luther Hughes got the 8 bars on that one. Yeah. All right, enough sadness. Let's go to me complaining and whining about stuff. I can sing this song in this room because this is one of my favorite rooms to play. People come here to listen to the music, which is a miracle. We jazz musicians are kind of used, unfortunately, at least in the United States, to having to deal with a certain amount of chatter in the audience. So this song was written, and I can sing it to you folks because you've all been annoyed by the person I'm going to sing about. But this is off the I Just Want to Get Paid CD, and it's a little samba called You're Talking Too Loud. And it is me whining. I met my buddy at the club to hear the jazz band swinging. The first set, we talked kids and work when my cell phone wasn't ringing. The second set, we swapped some jokes and had some good guffaws. The band was great, I think, so we gave them some applause. But when we rose to leave, the singer handed me a note. And though I was quite drunk, I'll not forget the words he wrote. If you're in a club to hear jazz melodies, but your laugh sounds like Tarzan calling out from the trees, if you're booming like a thundercloud, you're talking too loud. If you have to shout every word that you say, so we're all forced to hear the details of your day, if you're being glared at by the crowd, well, you're probably talking too loud. The band trying to play never gets in your way. You just tell your joke that much stronger. You sit right down front, you spill your drink, you laugh so loud your face turns pink, then wonder why the band breaks keep on getting longer. You're in your own world, not a thing we can do. You're not even aware that I'm singing about you. A mix of ignorant and proud. Don't you know you're talking too loud? much stronger. You sit right down front, you spill your drink, then laugh so loud your face turns pink, then wonder why the band breaks. Keep on getting longer. You're in your own world, not a thing we can do. You're not even aware that I'm singing about you. A mix of ignorant and proud. Don't you know you're talking too loud? Yeah, you're talking too loud. Oh, you know you're talking too loud. Yeah, you're talking too loud. Thank you. Hopefully you can all appreciate that from the listener's standpoint. I'm just going to check and see how we're doing great. I had the experience of doing a clinic relating to that tune, up in the Seattle area, and we spent the afternoon working with these two teachers who both seemed really good with the vocalists, and we worked with them. Rebecca Kilgore and I were working together, did a whole clinic in the afternoon, and then they all came to see us play that night at a place in town, and the kids were all fired up. We had a good audience, and then the two teachers sat at the table right in front, and they gabbed and looked at their phone and laughed, and I couldn't believe it. So I took out a little piece of paper, and I can't remember what the track number is, but on my CD it's like track 12 or whatever it was. So I wrote a little note saying, "Check out track 12," and I just stuck it in. And I went up to them after. I said, "Listen, I never got a chance to give you a CD. I wanted to give you one to have in your collection." They were, "Oh, thank you so much." And I just said, "Here you go." Never said a word about it after that. Of course, they didn't invite me back. But sometimes you just have to stand up for what's right. You know what I'm saying? How about if let's go right to number 5. Let's go right to number 5. We're just going to skip one. We might come back to the other one, but I feel like one of my favorite things about being a jazz musician and a musician in general is just that you get to travel around a little bit and play with all these incredible musicians everywhere. I just came from teaching up at Idlewild for a week, and where they were playing a Tom Kubis chart. I'd like to point out Tom. And, you know, their players come from all over the country, all over the world, and you meet them, and there's this instant connection you have on the stand with people, and it's just a kind of an unusual, amazing camaraderie that I don't really know about anywhere else. So I had that in mind when I wrote this tune. It's on the Texting and Driving CD, and I hope you like it. And I'm getting a new one. It's all good, just noodle, yeah. Just do the Paul Smith thing. Just keep noodling and noodling. What a surprise, he and I should cross paths here. Former bandmates on our way to different planes. It's so wild to hear him call my name and to see that same old smile. I'm thinking, when did we last play? I guess it's been a while, though it seems like yesterday. Hey man, what is up? I haven't seen you in forever. We start talking about the good times traveling with a singer back in '91. And how that trip to New York with the big band was so much fun. It was. We're trading tales of the gigs we used to play together back in town. And we laugh about the time he drove me home when my car broke down. But while we stand here talking, in my mind there's a hurricane. I've got a secret that I'm trying to hide. I can't say what I'm thinking inside. Please tell me your name. I can't remember your name. I've beach ball spinning on the desktop in my brain. I'm going insane, just trying to remember your name. Now I've got to play this awful guessing game till I remember your name. Let's see, Eric, Albert, Ari, Andrew, Alex. While we laugh and reminisce, I keep searching, but the bell never rings. I try to nonchalantly see if his name is somewhere on his things. I'm going like... But when he rattles off the names of my kids, the palpitations begin. I've called him dude 7 times, and now the panic is closing in. I think I'm saved when my wife walks up to say they're boarding our plane. But my troubles never seem to end. She says, introduce me to your friend. I still don't know your name. I just can't think of your name. So I just stammer and squirm while my heartburn feels just like a flame. All the images came to mind, but with no captions under the frame. Try, the answer's always the same. I can't remember your name now. How can my brain hand me 50 little facts about you, but with your name, it suddenly stalled? I know the color of your car from 1992. I just can't seem to remember. I can't remember what you were called. As we embrace, and I'm thinking that I'm finally gonna be home free. He says to call him on Tuesday, 'cause he's got a bunch of gigs for me. He says his number hasn't changed, or email works just as well. Then he tells me his address is just his name at AOL. I've kept up a good front, but now I see it was all in vain. I'm gonna drop down upon my knees. I got no choice but to say to him, please, please tell me your name. I'm breaking down 'cause I forgot your name. Yes, I did. It's like I'm paper mache and I'm caught standing out in the rain. I'm ready to claim my spot in the Moron Hall of Fame. What a nightmare this day became when I forgot your name. Try, the answer's always the same. I can't remember your name. You know my pride I can never reclaim. So please, just tell me your name. Come on, come on. You know I try and I try, but I just can't remember your name. Yeah. Tom Kubis. That's it. I feel so stupid. Yeah, there goes the plane with all my all my musician friends on it taking off. We've all lived that, unfortunately. Although Tom, I will always recognize you at first glance, I'm sure. He probably already left. Okay, so let's do Quiet Corner. Here's a nice little tune. This is one of the very first tunes I wrote. That had lyrics and melody that I thought might actually be a song. And I remember writing it when I was on the road with Maynard Ferguson. I had the idea of it, and I was sitting on my bunk using, I don't know, like a suitcase as a desk, and just like writing, trying to write and away from the piano, which I'm not super good at, but that was where it was born. I don't remember what state we were in, like Indiana or something, but anyway, there we were. Let's see, when I was on Maynard's band, I think I was 5. No, I was about 24. So, anyway, this is a nice tune, and it's called, this is off the I Just Want to Get Paid CD. It's called A Quiet Corner. Oh, I should use sticks. Yes, well, it's nice with the flat ride and the little pedal bass, You want to solo on this one too? I'll look at you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Got these problems on my mind as I run my daily grind. Sirens are blaring out in the street. City living taking its toll. Feel the tension taking control of me. At the end of the day, I say, just let me be. Gotta find me a place with space to regain my sanity. Just close the door, let the tension flow out on the floor. My quiet corner escape. Tom Zink. Luther Hughes. Work is one long uphill climb as the tasks outweigh the time. Can't get caught up though I tried so hard. It's a battle that spreads me so thin. A game of poker, but there is no winning card. No winning card. When I'm finally set free, I flee, 'cause I've got to find a little corner where I can try to get back my peace of mind. Just close the door, let the tension flow out on the floor. My quiet corner escape. Thank you so much. I have to keep an eye on the time because, oh, we're in good shape. I'm having a lot of fun, and so then I don't keep an eye on the time. Although I will say I could use a towel. Man. It's July, you know, so the sweat thing is starting to be a thing. No, I use my shirt. I did what any good jazz musician would do. I used my shirt. Well, here's a tune that I have to do in this room each time I play here. Partly because it's Tony Guerrero's, it's one of Tony Guerrero's favorite tunes. You folks know Tony. He helps to run this room, keeps it going. Tony and Tim and Terence. You have to have a T name, I guess, to be in. Oh, yeah, you could jump in. Oh, thank you so much. Please tip your waiters and waitresses. Yeah. And Val. There, that's better. I feel like Buddy Rich. He used to always wipe his face with a towel. Makes me feel kind of like a pro. Yeah, Buddy-esque. That's all you really had to do to be like Buddy Rich was wipe your face with a towel. Anyway, this next tune, this is number 4, the minutes. We're going to skip past that, yeah. Can't get to everything. This tune was born not too far from here, actually closer to Tom's house at Kikuya, which was in the corner of Beach and Adams, is that right? Yeah. Played a lot of gigs over there. It was a great little club. And but it was one of those rooms where there was always that person who would come in who really just knew nothing about singing at all, but thought it would be really cool to sing with the band anyway. And so if you're a good singer, this song is not about you. Please don't be insulted. But it happens to be one of Tony Guerrero's favorite tunes. And we played in here one night on a night where he had like 3 different singers that happened to all be female, but it doesn't matter. That happened to all, he had them all come up and sit in one at a time. And then right after they had sung, he called this tune. And that's Tony for you. But anyway, this tune is called The Minutes Pass Like Hours When You Sing. Wait, one more sip of water. Don't start noodling yet. See, you know me now. Yeah, something fluid. Yeah. Jeez, I gotta start adding more years. For 40 years I've been a jazz musician. 3 nights a week I play this trio gig. The trio is world class, so the playing's always great, which is good 'cause the paycheck's never big. But every night at 10:15 it happens. You saunter in and promptly burn my groove. I close my eyes to shut you out, but I know that it's no use, 'cause pretty soon you're gonna make your move. Oh man. You walk up while the band is playing and wave a dollar bill at me. You always want to sing a tune, but you never know your key. Inside my head, alarm bells start to ring, 'cause the minutes go like hours when you sing. You choose a song that you have yet to learn, and so you come in wrong, and my stomach starts to turn. And though the trio tries to make it swing, the minutes go like hours when you sing. You proceed to ruin a song I used to like. The people always clap, I can't see why. 'Cause you don't know what you're doing, so every time you take the mic, the lyric might be cheerful, but it always makes me cry. If you drove like you sing, what a disaster that would be. Random speeding up and slowing down and veering out of key. You wave the mic around and make that feedback ring. All the minutes go like hours when you sing. Tell me about it, Tom. likes to try to sing a song, and you don't see why that should bother me. Well, if I like operations, then I guess there's nothing wrong. If I show up at your office just to try some surgery, I practiced 30 years to be a member of this band. You sang once at your sister's wedding. You think you're welcome on the stand. Your wife may say you sound just like the king. Oh, but the minutes go like hours. You must have special powers to make those minutes go like hours when you say. It's so sad. All right. We're going to do the title track to my second CD. The CD is called Texting and Driving. And normally I'd be plugging my CDs, but I think it doesn't really, well, it doesn't matter because I'm driving my wife's car tonight and all my CDs are in my car. So, but if you really love it and you want to order a CD, then send me an email. But in any case, this is the title tune. It's got a lot of lyrics. They go by really fast. And so if you miss one, then, I don't know, then you'll have to go stream the tune someplace. I can't buy the CD from me because I don't have any. But anyway, here is the texting song. And it starts off with Luther Hughes. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I started texting and forgot that I was steering. I jumped the curb before I noticed I was veering. But I'm due to tweet and I got something to say. So if you're crossing the street, bitch, get out of the way. No need to stand there looking so perplexed. I just gotta send a text. If I was looking, I would see your eyes are rolling. But you should know this isn't something I'm controlling. When I hear that tone, the knee-jerk action is clean. My hands reach for the phone, my eyes jump to the screen. Every muscle action is reflexed. I just gotta send a text. If I was looking after your hand, trying to reply to something somebody said, I guess I ran the wrong direction through a one-way intersection. But how was I supposed to know the light was red? I know I ought to pay attention to my driving, but another instant message is arriving. When my iPhone beckons, I just gotta reply. I can't wait 10 seconds, so I'll probably die in the auto wreck that happens. Check. I just gotta send a text. I just can't imagine doing anything at all without a phone in my hand. How could anybody try to deal with something so completely absurd? Because every single second of the day I live in wild anticipation of my ultra cool ringtone. It's 7 random bars of music from my favorite band, always loud and distorted. And how could I go on if I could never post another shot of food that I was just about to consume? For I believe my 7 followers on Instagram would like to see a photo of my every meal. Because everybody wants to know what's going on with me in my radical life. You seem annoyed that throughout our conversation I've been texting and I've done a little Skyping. It may seem rude of me to text while you talk, but it's okay because I'm listening to you even as I'm typing. And now they're telling me that every time I drive and use my phone I have to use a hands-free device. I tried a few, but none of them work. In fact, there wasn't even one that drove the car at all. So as that message in the car is driving right off the road, and now a cop is in my face and yelling, buddy, what's the matter with you? I'm driving 50 miles per hour, looking down at my hands, trying to reply to something somebody said. I guess I ran the wrong direction through a one-way intersection. But how was I supposed to know the light was red? I know I ought to pay attention to my driving. But another instant message is arriving. When my iPhone beckons, I just gotta reply. I can't wait 10 seconds, though I'll probably die. In the auto-wreck that happens next, I just gotta send a text. I just gotta send a text, that's all. I'll just drive and I'll reach over. I've just gotta send a text. That's Luther Hughes at the bass, folks. And the amazing Tom Zink at the piano. Yeah. All right, let's jump right to Stoplight. We're going to wrap it up with a tune that I wrote about, now all of you can picture this, everybody has this, but when you leave your house, there's that first stoplight you come to, you know, a couple blocks from your house or wherever it is. And I've lived in the same house for 29 years, and I was sitting at this light. For me, it's the corner of Monterey and Meridian in South Pasadena. You just sit there. And I was sitting there one day, and I just thought, how many times have I sat at this light for a minute? I mean, like, for 30 years I've been doing it. And you do it on the way out, and you do it on the way back, too. So almost all of you can probably picture that light. And I started thinking about all the days in my life, like all the crazy things that I've done, and that I probably waited at this light on every single one of those days. And so it just struck me as kind of a wild idea. So I decided to write a tune about that. And but I wrote it from the point of view of the stoplight, because it turns out that Stoplight's been watching me all these years, and it's got some opinions about me. So here's a tune, nice little boogaloo kind of vibe, that's called The Stoplight at the End of the Street. It was watching me in a mean way. I didn't mean like a surveillance kind of a thing. It was more like an observing, you know. I've seen you laughing, I've seen you crying, talking to your windshield, makeup applying, sipping coffee, eating breakfast, or tapping out your latest tweet. I see you every time you drive. I'm the stoplight at the end of the street. Oh yeah, stoplight. I don't change quickly, though you implore me. But you know better than to ignore me. I've watched 1,000 fender benders go down right here at my feet. Yes, I have. So spend just a minute of your day with the stoplight at the end of the street. Oh, the stoplight. One day you sat there going crazy for that old green light, then took off just like a horse in its prime. You came back 2 days later with a beautiful sight. There's your brand new baby girl riding home for the very first time. For the very first time. You drove to your wedding, you drove to vacations, you drove kids to kinder and graduations. Any day you can remember, though the memory may be sour or sweet. That day you spent some time right here with the stoplight at the end of the street. Oh, the stoplight at the end of the street. Go, Tom. Yeah. One night, grab your phone, watching traffic maps, add a minute to your time to ride. If you just lift your eyes, you might discover perhaps that it's such a lovely day and it's great to be alive. Oh, it's great to be alive. So while you're waiting, instead of whining, why don't you notice that silver lining? Who else could make you pause a moment from careening at your furious pace? To draw a breath and just release the pained expression always on your face. Just take a minute off from running like a mouse in a maze of concrete. Just 60 seconds twice a day with the stoplight at the end of the street. Oh, the stoplight at the end of the street. Tom Zink at the piano, ladies and gentlemen. Luther Hughes at the bass. My name is Dave Tull. It's been a thrill and a pleasure playing for you tonight. Thanks for coming out and supporting the jazz at Campus JAX on Thursdays. Make sure and come down in another week for another band. We're going to sign it off right here. Thank you so much. Tom Zink, Luther Hughes. My name is Dave Tull. We appreciate your coming out. We'll see you next time.